All right. So, what is your name?
Rosanna.
Okay, Rosanna. And when did you do the program?
I first did the program in April of 2015.
Got it. How much have you lost overall?
120 some odd pounds, maybe 130.
130 pounds.
Yep.
How do you feel?
Excited to spend the rest of my life feeling good, not hobbling around. I was broken. I'm not broken anymore.
Wow. That's pretty intense.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was the worst part about being overweight?
The worst part was all the diseases I was getting. One by one, my feet started going, my hip was hurting, I started getting autoimmune diseases, psoriasis all over my body. I had been going to the dermatologist 3 times a week for treatments, which consists of burning the hands and the feet and various body parts. And I would come out of there burnt like a lobster 3 times a week, and I thought, I can't do this anymore, it's not working. 5 weeks after I started here, and I was totally sugar-free, gluten-free, dairy-free, I saw a shift in my health, and I noticed that my hands and my feet no longer had psoriasis all over them. And the first time I came into this office, I was wearing 11 Band-Aids on my hands from all the cuts and sores that I was trying to protect from infection, from open sores from the psoriasis. And in 5 weeks, gone.
Well, you didn't bargain for that, did you?
No, I didn't. I did not. And that was one of the little miracles along the way, because it wasn't just the feeling of, hey, I'm losing weight. It was a feeling of, I am getting well. So one by one, I started seeing things changed. I was no longer snoring where I needed to use a CPAP machine. This was huge because I hated that I had to do that. I no longer was wrapping my hands and feet. I had IBS, and that went away as soon as I got rid of glutens. So I had all this inflammation probably throughout my body, and the moment that I realized I had turned a corner, I thought, I'm in this and I'm going to take it all the way.
Right.
And I'm not stopping until I get to my goal, which just recently happened because I've taken it one step at a time, small increments, and kept going.
It's amazing. Where do you think you'd be without the program?
Without the program, I would probably would have escalated to worse diseases because I was scheduled for a colonoscopy, and they said you have several patches of inflammation. We'd like to take care of that with drugs and all of these, you know, things that they give you, these medications, and I wasn't into that. And I went to the cardiologist, and she said, if you keep going, you're going to be every doctor's favorite patient because you're going to have high cholesterol. If you keep going, you're going to have high blood pressure. You'll probably within 5 years, you'll be on tons of drugs. So she recommended that I start a program. And when I told her that I started this, she said, great, your blood pressure is way down. And all of the other things started to correct themselves. So I don't know where I would be if I didn't start Nutrimos, but I know one thing is I'd be infirm and probably worse off than I was.
Wow. Right. And what would you say about the support and guidance that you've received?
The coaching has been amazing. There has never been a time that I didn't feel supported, either through text messaging or coming in here. I've never missed a week. I come in here every week, and you know, every week we tweak it, and it keeps me on the strategy. It keeps me on the right path, knowing that I'm, you know, being held to a regimen, and I never ever stray from it because I don't want to let myself down, and I certainly don't want to have to come in and face this scale and not have done well. So that keeps me going, the fact that everybody's so encouraging and makes me feel hopeful that I'm going to be able to stay like this.
Anyone in particular you want to acknowledge for your coaching and support?
Well, first of all, you, Dr. R. Thank you. And Jen. Jen is amazing. And there have been so many people along the way, but you two are top-notch in my book.
Thank you. One last question.
Yes.
Are you happy, healthy, and hopeful?
I am all of the above and then some. I can't even tell you how wonderful it feels to be in this skin, in this body, at this time. And I have the stamina that I didn't have at 25 or 30 because I've been struggling with my weight almost my whole entire adult life. The fact that I feel like I'm 17 and I'm actually fitting into clothes that I held on to, or my husband held on to, since I was 17. And I try them on and I'm astounded that I look as good today as I did then. So yeah, I'm happy.
And we're happy to have you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.